When Elon Musk talks about going to space, he's really trying to do this. This is not a joke anymore. So we have to take this seriously for what he's trying to do, for what he's putting his will towards. The future for him is to be a multi-planetary species. He says it all the time. He says that consciousness has to survive beyond Earth and that it will make us more secure just in case Earth has a disaster or has an issue like that. And I don't know, maybe he knows something that we don't. Maybe he believes in the pole shifts, theory that says that, the magnetosphere is weakening and and that we will have a pole shift that happens every 12,000 years, just like it did right at the collapse of Atlantis as a society, around 12,000 to 10,000 BC. Maybe he has inside information, I mean, there are people who believe that. I think it's possible. But what we have to fight back against and we have to say is that people cannot live in space. The Earth is protected by the magnetic field and the magnetosphere, and that's why when you go up on a flight and you take long distance flights all the time, you have a higher risk for disease and illness because you're not protected by the magnetosphere when you're above a certain height because the sun's forces and the forces from space are coming down and actually crushing you really. And the other thing is when you're up there in space, you're not only having the forces of space and the forces of the sun, the spiritual forces that are crushing you, that are saying, you don't belong here. You're not ready for this. You can only come up here when you're purely spirit, right? When you're purely spirit, we're going to obviously go through the cosmos after death. But when you're a physical human being, it doesn't make sense. But not only that, but you also have the LED lights that you're constantly under LED lights when you're in these spacecrafts that go up into the sky. And we know that that's bad for our mitochondria and that causes aging. And we've seen in a lot of the astronauts that have gone up there that have major health issues. So these are just some of the things we have to get out there in the public. We have to have a public discourse about these issues because he's serious about this.